In basics, first of all, what is the working principle that is there with moving coil loudspeaker? So that is working based on interaction in between magnetic field and current. So that I'll show you in structure how magnetic field is there, and based on current how force will act on coil. So based on electromagnetic induction, force is happening on coil, and that force is connected with diaphragm. So that diaphragm will move through and fro, and based on that there will be generation of sound. So this is what the basic working principle which is there with moving coil loudspeaker. So see, a coil is placed in uniform magnetic field and we pass audio current through coil, and that current through coil will result force in it, and that force may be for the compression and it may be for the rarefaction, and based on that you will be finding there will be a generation of sound. So generated force is directly proportional to audio current, and hence it produces vibrationally motion in coil, and that is what resulting into generation of sound. And usually you will be finding that diaphragm that is of conical shape, so that we will see in diagram. So let us see the diagram which is there with moving coil loudspeaker. So as if you see the structure of moving coil loudspeaker, then it has permanent magnet. You can see this is what permanent magnet which we have, where this is N pole and this is S pole. So from N pole magnetic field will emerge and that will get enclosed to S pole. So there will be constant magnetic field that will be happening in this permanent magnet. Magnetic field will emerge from N pole and it will get enclosed to S pole. Now see, we have moving coil which is connected here, and this moving coil that will be given to audio signal. So we will be giving electrical audio signal to this moving coil, and based on current passing through this moving coil, force will change on this coil. So force is happening because of magnetic field. So how that force will get calculated, that I'll explain you later. But as you provide signal over here, there will be change in current through coil, and that change in current will change force acting on this coil. And based on force acting on this coil, there will be a motion on this coil. Now you see this coil is connected with diaphragm. So this diaphragm that will vibrate as this moving coil is resulting force on this diaphragm. So based on force by this moving coil on this diaphragm will vibrate over here. Now this is the support which we are providing it to the cone which is over here. Now you see this cone that is connected with this diaphragm. This cone is made up of paper, and this cone that is connected with diaphragm over here. So this cone that will be made up of paper, this diaphragm that will be made up of aluminium foil, and that aluminium foil diaphragm is connected with this paper cone. So this paper cone as well as this diaphragm both will vibrate together as both are connected to each other. And you can see here cone suspension is there. So that provides vibrationally motion of this cone, as well as we have this diaphragm, so that even vibrate over here. So based on force which is acting on this diaphragm and cone, there will be motion of this cone plus diaphragm, and that motion will result into sound in this direction. So you can see sound will generate in this direction. So this is how structure is there. So here one thing that we need to take care of, that is it has permanent magnet over here, and permanent magnet is having fixed constant magnetic field, and this moving coil will be given with electrical audio signal, and based on change in current there will be change in force on this coil, and that force will be transferred to this diaphragm. Diaphragm is even connected with this cone, so vibration will happen with this diaphragm plus cone, and that will generate sound wave. So this is how structure is there. So see the force, how much force will act on this moving coil. So force act on moving coil due to constant magnetic field, that we can calculate as per BIL sine theta, where B is constant magnetic field, I is current passing through moving coil, and L is length of moving coil. And here theta, that is angle in between coil and magnetic field. So here you will be observing always angle will be 90 degree. As you see magnetic field that is there from north pole to south pole, you can see, and coil direction that is actually perpendicular with respect to magnetic field. So angle in between magnetic field and coil, that is 90 degree, and as it is 90 degree, we'll be finding this calculation, that will be BIL into sine theta, where theta is 90, so force will be BIL. So this much amount of force will act on this coil. Now see the working. So as I have told you, we will be giving electrical signal to moving coil, and on that coil there will be force, that will be BIL, and that force will change with respect to current I, and based on that change in force there will be through and fro motion of coil, and coil is even connected with paper cone. So paper cone as well as coil both will move with the same vibration, and that motion will generate compression and rarefaction in air, and based on that there will be generation of sound. So here basically there are two basic transformations which is happening. One is electromechanical transformation and second is mechano-acoustical transformation. Let us try to understand this. What is electromechanical transformation? So see, in electromechanical transformation we have electrical signal, and that electrical signal will be given to coil. So coil is having inductance as well as resistance. So you can see here electrical segment that I have shown, where here I give electrical signal, coil is having resistance and inductance, so that is connected in series. Now electromechanical transformation, so in which because of current applied to this coil there will be a motion of diaphragm. Now diaphragm is having vibration, so that vibration of diaphragm may be having damping constant, that diaphragm may be having some mass, that diaphragm that is having some compliance is spring constant. So in force to voltage analogy, this damping constant that is equivalent to resistance, mass that is equivalent to inductance, and spring compliance that is equivalent to capacitance. So here we provide electrical to mechanical transformation, that is electromechanical transformation. So here what all we do is we translate electrical signal into mechanical vibrationally motion, so that is electromechanical transformation. So basically in mechanical we have damping constant, mass and spring compliance, spring constant K. So in force voltage analogy, damping constant is equivalent to resistance, mass is equivalent to inductance, and spring constant equivalent to capacitance. So that one can see. Now see second transformation, that is mechano-acoustical transformation. Now see whatever motion that is happening in mechanical segment, so that should get translated into sound. So sound will get generated only if impedance of air is getting matched with mechanical motion. So that is what mechano-acoustical transformation, where mechanical vibration will generate sound based on impedance matching. So this transformation of motion of mechanical segment into acoustical signal is mechano-acoustical transformation. So this complete process is happening in moving coil loudspeaker. Now let us see why it is referred as direct radiating type. So see, in explanation even I have told that diaphragm is connected with paper cone. So paper cone as well as diaphragm both are vibrating and both are generating sound. So that is generating sound from paper cone as well as diaphragm. So it generates sound directly from the cone. So that's why this type of radiation of sound by loudspeaker is referred as direct radiating type loudspeaker. Now see the applications. So we can use this moving coil loudspeaker in PA system, public address system for less mass. We can use this for broadcast studios